Attention, Browns fans, a massive turbulence is shaking the Cleveland Browns backstage, bringing doubts, tensions, and decisions that seem to crumble the confidence in the young duo that arrived to lead the team's future. Behind-the-scenes secrets, rumors of replacement, and an unprecedented dispute for the most coveted spot in American football, starting quarterback. Who will be chosen to lead the team? The consequences of this choice could make the 2025 season a turning point for the franchise. Welcome! Show your support for the Browns by hitting 100 likes on today's video. Talking about the future, Shedeur Sanders, a young quarterback selected in the 5th round, is under enormous pressure to prove his worth at the Cleveland Browns. Although he is one of the main names competing for the starting job in 2025, the predictions are far from promising for him. Jacob Infante from Pro Football Network projects that the Browns might discard Sanders, seeking a true franchise quarterback, a name that symbolizes long-term hope for a team that suffered disastrous campaigns like a 3-14 record last season. Sanders, who arrived with low bets from the franchise due to his draft value, seems to be in limbo, treated as a late-round pick with no guarantees for the future. It's important to recall the recent context of the team. The Cleveland Browns entered the 2025 draft investing in 2 quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round and Shedeur Sanders in the 5th. None of them carried the weight of a high pick that would symbolize a long-term commitment. This shows that from the start, the franchise didn't fully trust these 2 off-season bets. There is a clear expectation that the Browns will bet again in the 2026 draft, which brings one of the most discussed talents of the year, Arch Manning, a candidate to be the #1 overall pick and the real light at the end of the tunnel for the roster. The team's evaluation reflects the harsh reality they face. Even with some flashes of quality during training camp, Sanders still has a long way to go to prove he is the fundamental piece that Cleveland desperately needs to breathe easier. If he doesn't show rapid and consistent evolution, the team won't hesitate to search for a more established name in the next draft, like Manning, increasing the pressure on the young quarterback to almost unbearable levels. After all, the Browns don't have the luxury of results to allow calm building. The demand for change is immediate. Moreover, the environment inside the team is extremely unpredictable. While the offensive options try to consolidate, the Browns seem to be playing to lose with 4 quarterbacks on the training roster: Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, and Dillon Gabriel. The situation becomes even stranger when considering the news from ESPN's Adam Schefter, who bets on the real possibility that the team will keep all 4 on the official roster for the regular season, something very rare in an NFL so demanding about roster efficiency. Keeping 4 quarterbacks? Yes, this idea sounds more confusing than intelligent at first glance. However, the Browns' apparent strategy is to rely on the versatility and bargaining power these names represent in the market, providing flexibility to negotiate during the season. Joe Flacco, experienced and apparently leading the starting quarterback race, is a valuable asset. Kenny Pickett, as a young first-round draft pick quarterback, still maintains interest from other teams. Thus, the franchise can very well hold as many weapons as possible to better position itself in future negotiations. But this is a blow to the heart of a fan looking for stability. Why build such a bloated roster in such a crucial position? Why bet on 2 rookies clearly competing for the same role, both without definitive proof yet? These decisions seem more a reflection of the franchise's indecision than careful planning for the future. Worse yet, the recent arrival of Tyler Huntley adds even more confusion, although few hopes are placed on his permanence. Analyzing both news, it's clear that the Cleveland Browns stand at a critical crossroads concerning their quarterback group. On one hand, betting on Shedeur Sanders, a young and promising name, but still far from the consistency that convinces fans and coaching staff. On the other, battling veterans and rookies in a competition that looks more like an endless reality show, with the expectation of a name like Arch Manning, a symbol of hope for 2026, on the horizon as a possible definitive replacement. The scenario indicates a possible revolution or, in the worst case, another betting cycle with no guarantee for immediate success. The question remains, could this strategy of maintaining so many quarterbacks active during the season without clear definition wear down the team's internal environment? In a sport where leadership and cohesion are fundamental on and off the field, having multiple options fighting for a spot at all costs might generate irreversible fractures in the roster. Poor management of this delicate balance, coupled with pressure for positive results, could turn the quarterback competition into a minefield. Furthermore, the imminent possibility of trading one of the players during the campaign, as indicated by Adam Schefter, shows that the Browns management is open to using quarterbacks as trade chips to strengthen other areas of the roster. This, once again, indicates there is no face, no name, no clear leader for the team's most decisive position. For fans, this is a worrying sign of instability and lack of confidence in those who wear the uniform today. Adding to the poor performance last season, the immediate future looks quite grim for anyone following the Cleveland Browns. Keeping 4 quarterbacks in open combat, one undervalued rookie, another veteran trying to assert himself as the leader, and a legendary draft prospect waiting in 2026 all contribute to a murky scenario. The team is practically admitting it may need to restart from scratch to ensure the much-desired winning campaign and a championship contender. Now, I want to hear from you, fervent Browns fan. How far will this competition bring real benefits to the team? Do you believe that keeping 4 quarterbacks on the roster can be an intelligent move to boost performance or a strategic mistake that will only delay the rebuilding? It's time to discuss because the franchise's future is at stake. Leave your opinion in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more analyses that get straight to the point.